I'm a recovering mother, thank you. I'm wearing dry clean clothes tonight and I'm drinking adult beverages and I'm really happy about it, thanks Coop. Everything I learned from being a parent has applied over to business, so I thought I'd share a little bit of that. I do have 3 boys, a 6-year-old, 13-year-old, and 15-year-old. Yes, I have 2 teenagers. Right there, I am the captain of this ship of fools, less one, you'll see later. Seriously, yes. I cannot tell you how much I've learned from these crazy kids. We have a great time, we have fun, but we learn a lot. First thing is, you have to fearlessly define the vision. You have to paint a picture for the future and be specific. Don't say, just take the picture for grandma, I don't care what you do, or you'll get that. Don't do that bad. Be clear, very, very clear, concise and proactive. And the reason that you want to be that way and you want to paint the picture for the future, whether it's your business or your family, is because if you think they won't notice, you're wrong. Kids are the worst. They'll sniff out fear and then they'll use it against you in a New York minute, just like your opponent, your customers, whatever. At any rate, when it all goes wrong, and it will, and you're going to panic, get behind closed doors with your team, with your employees or your spouse, whatever the case is. Figure it out. Don't show, the natives that. Any rate. Here, defining expectations. Meet the great definer. Dear Santa, I want green rubber rain boots. Guess who drove around to 5 Targets, finding the said green rubber rain boots to get them because he said that's what he wanted? So, just like that in business, you have to define your expectations. You've got to tell your customers or your employees what the rules of the game are, who's going to do what, and what happens if it doesn't happen, because inevitably sometimes it doesn't. In our house, we have rules for that part, which involves a whip and a chain, and now I'm joking. Plan like a scout, Boy Scout, Girl Scout, I don't care, but plan like one. This picture actually is a real slide from D-Fest. I just had to take a picture because Jerry Askins was in the room, and I laughed myself silly. Plan like a scout. And the reason you have to have a plan is because you're going to have to replan the plan. Meet the replan. I had 2, thought I knew what the world was going to look like. The third one came along. Just like that in business, the opportunities you don't realize are going to be there are going to make you replan everything. You better run with it. Those are usually the best things that happen. I would rather be waterboarded than listen to this phrase, "Stop touching me." This happens over and over again. Well, just like this, your employees, your kids, you think they're never going to get along. Well, you know what? They can. These 2 cleared $60 in 3 hours in a lemonade stand because they figured out how to work together. Mr. Gitterdon on the other side over there, great manager, great finance guy. Mr. Social could market anything. And he's a product guy. He liked the lemonade. So they worked it out. You suck at something. We all do. I do, you do. You have to figure out what you suck at and find somebody else to do it. Somebody who likes that thing that you don't really care about. So just like they figured out how to work it out, you have to figure that out. Let your team what they're going to do. You have to grow up that team culture too. Responsibility, not fear. Failure is learning. Innovation has to be rewarded. Expectation results. And guess what, Mom, Dad, you got to hand over the car keys. If I run the company at some point in time, I got to hand over the car keys. Let your team do what you brought them up to do. You created the vision. You defined the expectations. You built a plan. Your team all came together on it. Let them do what it is that you brought them together to do. A team eliminates the stink factor in business. It also makes you look like a rock star. Are you passionate? We talked about passion. Somebody talked about that earlier. It's kind of the secret sauce that holds all this together. If you really love what you do, when you have those days when it really does stink, it kind of carries you through. When you're having fun at what you do, when you love it, it does make a difference. You got to have all that other stuff, but hey, it helps. Otherwise, your job is going to be like this. It's going to be poo, okay? This was one of my son's real summer jobs. He thought he'd be a pooper scooper in the neighborhood. He made great money at it. He hated it. So avoid the poo factor. Do what you really love. You'll become a force of nature. This is my youngest sliding into the kitchen. Isn't he cute? Like I said, we have a good time. At any rate, find something that you really love and capitalize that. Build your team around the things you don't. And then most importantly, ignorance is bliss. If I had a tattoo, this is what it would say. Because one, you have to accept the things, just stop griping about them. They're just there. Stop belly aching and get past it. You have to be delusional, always see the best in the future. And of course, because I'm a mom, please shut your refrigerator door, say please and thank you, wear sensible shoes, I like the ruby red shoes that Christy has on, woo, you rock, and brush your teeth, okay? I gotta say that because I'm a mom. Anyway, that's what I have to say. Thank you very much. Everybody have a great evening and enjoy the rest of the talks.